Yeah. I got to think about this. It's not like I had all fucking night, Lucy. Pulling the ball away from fucking Charlie Brown. No. Not like I had all night. Don't forget, New York Giants Straight Talk brought to you by FanDuel. It's partner, this show is brought to you by FanDuel, number one sportsbook in America. FanDuel.com. Had the Giants 7.5-point dogs, and well, you know what? Giants are fucking dogs. We've almost reached the moment of old fucking Yeller. Old Yeller, of course, they took out to the barn after he got rabies, and they shot his ass. And I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to hold it in. Thank God I got the fucking Knicks. Because this shit show wrapped in a motherfucking riddle, swimming down a tampon in a sea of diarrhea, is what I like to refer to as the New York football fucking Giants. I watched this team play. Abdul Carter, you were bad. You have to sit out one series for more violations of team rules. I got a crazy idea. Fucking suspend him. If there's clear violations of team rules, I don't want to hear my bad. Suspend his ass. I loved it when Parsons came. Certain Giant fans for Micah Parsons didn't want Micah Parsons because he was a discipline problem at Penn State. That's what we were told. Even though all of his coaches loved it. Oh, Pat Leonard's a fucking idiot too. We're going to get into Pat fucking idiot. We're going to get into fucking Pat Leonard, the idiot too, because Pat Leonard's a fucking moron. We're going to get into that as well. Well, certain people didn't want him. Who's Justin Pinnock? Who's Justin? I don't know. You're new. Love Pat Leonard demanding an answer from Joe Shane. Pat's the only one with a spine. Really, Justin? Because evidently you never fucking met me. My balls are so big, King Kong ain't got big enough hands. But some people didn't want him, Parsons, because he was a disciplinarian problem, even though his coaching staff said his last season after he had the kid and everything else, he was a model fucking citizen. But Abdul Carter, who I called a fucking bust before even the draft, before he even got taken by the Giants, I said there's two players in this draft I would not touch with a 10-foot fucking pole. That was Abdul Carter and Travis Hunter. Well, that just seems to happen. And he gets his sack. Glory be to fucking God, he gets a sack. He's got a sack and a half now in 13 games. Let's build him a statue. Oh, we would, but he wouldn't be able to find it because he doesn't know how to show up on fucking time. Jackson Dart's not your quarterback. I wasn't going to get into it early. I wasn't going to say it immediately. But Jackson Dart is not your fucking quarterback. The majority of his passes are between -3 and 9 yards, where he's at like 70% capacity. Who's Justin Pinnock needs to go back to his shitty channel? Who's Justin Pinnock? And why does he have a shitty channel? Why are we being mean to Justin? He's not your quarterback. I can say that because next year I'm a Packer fan. He's not your quarterback. This is a guy that can throw the ball between -4 and 7 yards, complete 80% of the pass, but he can't throw it between 10 and 25 yards. Glory be to God. I don't think it's that Justin. That's if that was the real Justin, I would tell him to come on. I don't think that's him. I think I think everyone's screwy today. And I love it. We're not even a good college football team. We start a fight because Jackson Dart gets laid out on the sideline. A legal play. We start a fight to protect our quarterback. Oh, how about you step out of bounds a little fucking earlier? I've said this before, and I've said this a million times before. Getting an extra yard in the first fucking quarter is not worth it. Yes, they say this is a game of inches, but getting that extra yard in the first fucking quarter is not worth it. Go out of bounds early. But he is not your guy, Dart. Dart is not your guy. He cannot throw the ball over 20 yards. I've said this before. I'm not going to say it again, but I've said it before. I've said it the day I watched him throw at the fucking combine. He throws like he's throwing a goddamn javelin. When you need that much torque to get the ball to go nowhere, and I have to hear about, well, he was 139 yards and he had one touchdown. What a game. Yeah, Shedeur Sanders does the same thing against a much better defense in the 49ers, and he's a bust. I wonder why. And it's not like we traded up for this kid. I don't blame this kid for trading up for him. I don't blame this kid. I don't blame the kid for that. But it's not like there's not a plethora of quarterbacks coming out. Fernando Mendoza, Tyler Simpson, Deontay Morgan, dear freaking Lord, could all go within the top 5. Fernando Mendoza has a fucking arm that I haven't seen in 20 years. He's got what I like to refer to as arm strength plus. And he basically runs a pro-style offense in Indiana after everything that went on with Cal. But don't worry, we trade up for the golden goose, who looks like he's going to lay a fucking egg in my mind. Because I don't see a quarterback who can matriculate the ball down the field more than 7 yards at a time. I don't want to hear about the wide receivers. I don't want to hear about the tight ends. He's got an offensive line which is protecting his ass, and he can't make a goddamn decision. Old saying, shitter, get off the pot. I'm not going to lie. I want Mendoza just so I can make Mendoza line jokes. Howitzer. Fucking Mendoza's got a howitzer for an arm. Our guy is, that's Jackson Dart. That was one of his biggest weaknesses coming out of school. Arm strength above Jeff George when he came out. Jeff George was the golden goose with the mullet. Arm strength does not make you an NFL quarterback, but you know what it does? It fucking helps. It helps so I don't have to watch this gosh darn dink and dunk fucking offense. I deleted all the charts I had for Jackson Dart. We'll get the new charts up, but I deleted all the charts and referenced to show all of his passing charts. That everything, he's 70% between -3 and 6 yards, but you go above the 10 marker, he's like 33%. If the Giants kept Joe but drafted Mendoza, would you stay? I'd have to think about that. I would think about that. You thought the Giants were going to put up. You thought they were going to put up a fight. Oh, it's not the size of the dog. It's I'm not going to get into that. But you thought they would put up a fight. It really did. We thought we would put up a fight. No, we don't put up a fight. Our offense is pitiful. We have an offensive line, but we come up with 7 points when it matters. And then of course we get the garbage touchdown in the fourth. to make it look better. This way it's no longer 33-7. It's 33-15. 17 for 24 for 139. Averages 5.8 yards. And then I love it. You look at Drake May, 24 for 31, 9.1. Oh my God. And I love the play. I love the touchdown with Drake May. And the guy, everyone's like, well, the Giant fans like, this is why we always get screwed. Because of the fact that wasn't a touchdown. Yeah. That was the reason why we lost the game. If you're going to make shit up about Giant fans, if you have to have a reason to get out of bed in the morning, don't take the littlest that was a bad drop. That shouldn't have been a fumble. That wasn't a touchdown. When you have to pinpoint plays in every single game as the reason why we lost, those aren't the reasons and rationales. There was just one little percentage of a reason why we lost. It's not the main reason. The main reason is we suck. We're 2-11. We suck as an organization. We suck more than a whore in Amsterdam. And we sit there, and as a fan base, we make excuses. Well, enough is enough. It is time to cry as one voice. We are done. We don't want to see this shit anymore. Next home game, any home game we got left, do not go. Stay home. That's what's going to make this team and organization understand that we are tired. We are done. That we are just fed up and we don't want to see this shit anymore, because it doesn't matter if it's Kafka. It doesn't matter if it's Brian Dable. It doesn't matter. Why? Because when the head of the monster is rotten and shrunk into a little shrunken head, the rest of the body doesn't work because there's no fucking brain on the top. We just figure out new ways to lose. That's the thing. We just figure out new ways to lose shit. And I love it because we got our new DC. And I even talked to Carl Banks about this. And I said this, the segment of the fan base is going to be, oh, we have this new DC. Everything's going to be different. Yeah, now we gave up 33 points. But at least we gave up 33 points throughout the entire game, not just in one quarter. Making a singular move is not going to fix this team. Changing the defense quarter is not going to fix the team. Changing over to Squints is not going to fix this team. You know what's going to fix this team? Selling the shit. I never thought I would say this. John Mara's got to call up fucking James Dolan. Sell it to the Dolan family. Why? Because at least James Dolan figured out, going back to the Phil Jackson days, I'm going to let these sports people handle this shit, and I'm getting the hell out of Dodge, and I'm going to go pick fights in Celebrity Row. I'm going to go embarrass myself that way. John Mara needs to do more than a Wellington. No, I don't want fucking Cone to buy it, because Cone's a fucking idiot as well. But I'm going to tell you this. He doesn't need to pull a Wellington who, after the miracle of the Meadowlands, and I was there, pulled himself out and said, listen, I'm going to just turn this over to George Young. He needs to just sell this shit. And he doesn't need to sell it to Tish. He needs to sell it to someone else, and Tish needs, we got to put him in the little fucking red wagon with Mara, sit there with their little balloons, woo, woo, woo. We need to send them on their merry way. That's what we need to do. Send them on their fucking merry way. Get a new ownership in here. Anyone that I don't care if it's the fucking bagel guy. And I don't care if his last name is Merritt and they're not related. You're fired. Get out of the building. Anyone with a Mara nameplate, a Tish nameplate, any one of those nameplates need to take that shit off and get him out of the building. I love it. You know what, Mr. Hannett, Joel, you know what cracks me up? I'm using James Dolan as a model owner. Send Mara's dog to the fucking pound. Not a kill shelter. Not a kill shelter. Joey Bag of Donuts, you're fired. I wish that guy was the guy from that show that was up here earlier, because I would like to have him on, because I got some questions. Mr. C-Mac, Jackson Dart just looks like he's fucking lost. He doesn't throw the ball. Because if that was that guy that was really that guy from that show with the fat guy, the other fat guy, the tall one that got fired, I'd love to talk to him. Not the fat guy that got fired, the other guy. The guy with I think he's got glass. If that was him, I'd love to have him on. I'd love to talk to him. Because I got a lot of fucking questions. I already forgot his name. We're done, guys. We're done. We should be done. We should be done as a fan base. Laughing stock. Jackson Dart, Coach D, Jackson Dart lacks the two things NFL quarterbacks has: an arm and a brain. Giant needs to draft a quarterback. Dart ain't it. 139 yards, dink and dunk offense. It gets the bell wrong. Again, he's overrated. Thanks for the love of God. People were cheering Jackson Dart, and I keep saying it over and over again. I don't fucking see it. I love it because my track record of quarterbacks has been pretty good, but everyone brings up Malik Willis, and I guarantee Malik Willis is going to have a better season next year than Jackson Dart, because even Green Bay's already worried that he's going to leave. OGR Sports for the Super Chat. All Super Chats go to the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. I want to say I understand your question, Tim. I'm here to support Kafka for Kafka the next 4 weeks. This must be something that Joe Shane said. I understand your question, because I don't know what fucking people are talking about, because I'm so fucking mad. I'm so fucking aggravated right now. Thank God I'm going to be at MSG. You know what? The Giants are so bad, and Knick's tickets are so expensive, but I'm going to go twice again this week. I'm going to also go again on Sunday, because I got to go someplace where they win. I got to go someplace where it's fun. I need the Knick IV in my arm, because this shit just isn't fun anymore. What is this? Everyone keeps saying, I want to understand your question. What does that mean? I understand your question. Is this something that they said? I don't understand what people are talking about. Oh, Joe Shane said JMS will make their attractive spot for their head coach. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, JMS and Cordell Flott are going to be the reason why people. Oh, JMS and Theo Johnson are going to be the reason people fucking come here. Yeah, that's the fucking reason. I understand the question. Oh, and the worst part is Hard Knock starts tonight. At least I think it starts tonight. James told me it starts tonight. And I love it. God, that can't be right that the Hard Knock starts tonight. Oh, Joe Shane kept repeating that. Okay. I'm going to have to go back and look at that. I'm going to have to go back and watch because I was busy. I was busy not having to deal with the fucking Giants. And I understand your question. The conference was terrible. I wish we had clips from the conference because I would play them, but I'm just too aggravated. The rest of the season is just going to rocket downhill. We have a bye week. So Young Ho offers an excuse for the embarrassing missed field goal. I gotta read this one. Young Ho has since explained that he thought the ball was moving when Gilliam was holding it, which distracted him in his run up. I was approaching the ball, the cold weather, the kind of slipped out of the bottom, so it was moving. I wasn't able to kick the ball through. The ball was moving. I was driving it, so I just pulled on it. You're a fucking idiot. Go back to making your deliveries because you're a fucking idiot as well. The ball never moved. You missed. You Sean Lendetted it, but at least Sean Lendetted in the end zone in that game, in that playoff game in Chicago. At least it was 40-mile-an-hour winds coming off the gosh darn lake. This guy just missed. It was just, I heard it.
Jaws, the bit outside, tried the corner and missed the ball.
I mean, I don't get it, Funky Town. What's up, Funky Town? What's up, my brother? What's up, Big Don? The Giants made the presser. Oh, my God, I didn't know this. Giants made the presser video private. The chat wasn't pleasant. Oh, my God, I didn't know they did that. What did Pat Leonard say? See, I didn't watch the press conference. Now I got to go watch it. GM makes the case. The GM makes his case to stay after winning 5 of the last 30. You win 5 of the last 30, and you selected Jackson Dart and Abdul Carter and Cam Scattaboo. It's watch the full presser. I don't know if you guys can hear this. Hold on. Let me see if I can play it over here. Let me put it on the other monitor. Let me see. Hold on. Can you hear this? Let me try. Hold on. Wait, give me a minute here, guys. We're gonna work some technical magic. We're bouncing off a satellite over in Australia, so we're gonna see if we can't get this to work.
It's not good enough. I understand the frustration from fans, ownership, the people inside the building.
Can anyone hear this? You can hear it? Let me know.
And it starts with me, and I'm tasked with trying to get this organization going back in the proper direction. And the standard is to compete, for championships year in and year out. And that's the plan moving forward. So, we're going to look at everything, whether it's free agency, draft, coaching.
All right, so we can hear the presser. Okay, hold on. We're going to listen to a little bit of this presser.
Field, whatever it may be. We're going to look at all avenues.
I don't care if I get another fucking copyright strike.
Franchise back to where it belongs.
Yeah, you know where it belongs? It belongs out of your hands, moron. Why don't you just take your job, take your family and your son who should have the job and your bedazzled wife and get the fuck out of Dodge?
For the coaching changes we made earlier in the year, this is the first time I've spoke with you guys since we moved on from Coach Dayball.
This is why I know he's a pussy, Joe Shane. This is the first time he has met the press since he fired his boy. Joe Shane, you are a fucking pussy. And I love it because people are like, you would never say this to people's face. Oh, yeah, you want to make a bet? Anyone that knows me knows I would go. If I saw Joe Shane, these are the things I would fucking say to him.
And Shane Bowen, Dabes and I have an extended history together, professionally.
Yeah, and you're both going to be fucking unemployed.
And personally, difficult decision, but one we decided to make. And he's a great football coach, and he's going to be successful in whatever he does, after the New York Giants. I'll say the same with Shane. Appreciate everything Shane did for us. Tireless worker, good coach, good man, and wish him nothing but the best.
I hate Joe Shane so much. I hate his metrosexual ass, crustable eating motherfucker, electric car. You know what I want? I want a big beer belly GM who drives a 76 Lincoln, smokes cigars, and comes in here. That's what I want. I don't want these metrosexual motherfuckers anymore. Give me a man's man. Brian Dable was never, just because Brian Dable drove a truck, he was never a man's man.
Moving forward as well. As for the coaching search, we're going to do everything we can right now to support Kafka. That's our primary focus right now, is give Kafka everything he needs in order to succeed over these next 4 weeks.
He needs an unemployment check. Let me write it out for you. Mike Kafka, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
Support him and his staff at the appropriate time. We'll get into, potential coaches, research, and we'll do a thorough collaborative research.
Oh, I'm glad we're watching this I'm glad we're listening to this because this is just going to fucking aggravate me.
And come up with the best coach to lead the New York Giants going into 2026 season. As for the roster, I do believe there is a good young core.
Where's the young core? Hold on. Is it Young Koo? Is Young Koo part of the young core? No, he's 31.
To build around here, and it will be an attractive job for many coaches.
Did he literally just say, someone might check me here. Did he literally just say this will be an attractive job for many coaches? I know this is a press conference and I know you have to lie.
And, I'm excited to get that process going, as we move forward. As for, you guys are going to have some questions on Abdul. I know Kafka just spoke upon that, and I'm going to support him with whatever decision he makes.
You suspend his ass. Knock, knock. Who's there? Not Abdul Carter. Not Abdul Carter who? You're not Micah Parsons.
In terms of discipline. So again, I support him with that decision, and I'll just leave it at that. So with that, I'll open it up for any questions you guys might have.
Yeah, Joe, question here, Online Big Blue Sports. I have a question for you. When did you become such a pussy? Was it something that you have done for your entire life or just part of your life? And as part of the organization, when have you decided that you were going to be neutered and not have the ability to build a roster?
Joe, you mentioned that your focus is getting Giants back to routine contention and really turning this around.
Yep.
Why do you believe that you're the right person to help turn this thing around?
Yeah, I understand the question.
Because I'm 3 and 35. I understand the question. I'm 3 and 35. And those were 5 well-fought wins. Out of those 35 games, I won 5, and they were well-fought wins, and my talent rose to the top.
Again, my focus right now is on supporting Kafka as we go forward, and we'll evaluate all aspects of the football operation as we go forward. And has it been perfect? No. But I'm very confident in my staff, myself, and our ability to get this franchise back where it needs to go.
Joe, why is come from? You were 2-11 this time last year. You're saying you're close. You're in the exact same spot now.
You're 2-11 at the same time last year. Yeah, Joe, you're also a terrible drafter. So how do you feel about being so bad at that? Well, when I'm eating my Uncrustables in my electric car, and I'm talking to my bedazzled wife on the handset, I just think I'm really good.
So what gives you that confidence?
Yeah, I understand the question.
Crack. He smokes crack. That's what gives him the confidence.
And I know where you're coming from. It starts with me. I take responsibility for that. But we do have a good young quarterback, that's on a rookie contract.
When do we get a good young quarterback? Because I see a guy that can't throw with the ball past 7 yards and runs around a lot. Yeah, okay.
The next 4 years. And that's when it gets fun. When you're building around a young quarterback, you have a good nucleus.
I remember when we had a quarterback that they thought was so good, they gave $160 million for. And I said that the day they signed the contract, that the Giants wouldn't be good again in 2027, and they would have to draft a quarterback in 2025. What happened? I forgot. I was still asleep.
You have a good left tackle. You have a wide receiver that had historic years, a rookie season. You got a good running.
And your prize quarterback threw him into an ACL injury.
Back room. You got pass rushers. There's pieces in place. Dan.
Pass rushers. Where your two guys have 4 sacks in 12 games in Kayvon Thibodeau and Abdul Carter. You have spent the third most in the league on your defensive line, and next year is going to be the first at $170 million. But okay, Joe.
And I understand the question, and I do have confidence in our
I understand the question. I take responsibility for that question. I understand
our ability and our process to find the next coach to lead the organization. And again, I truly believe in that process, and I know we're going to get it right.
Joe, you and
boy, they're not letting Pat talk. That's like Joe, I'm over here. Joe, I'm over here. Joe.
Any assurances that you'll be seeing the coaching search in the next?
Listen, they fire this motherfucker at the end of the season. I'll stay because you're gonna need me.
Yeah, again, our focus is going to be on supporting Kafka and his staff. Ownership will evaluate the entire football operation at the end of the season, as they should, and then we'll go from there.
You mentioned ownership frustration. What conversations have you had with John and Steve?
Yeah, again, you guys have seen the results. 2 wins, not good enough. I mean,
I believe John Mara said that things need to be better than last season. Last time I checked, well, you know what? I guess technically on the bright side, it's not worse than last season. You're at the exact same point. So technically, he shouldn't get fired. I'll become the GM, Zach. Sign me up. I always say that I wouldn't do these things because you shouldn't be able to do these things, but I will do it. Sign me up, Zach.
Keep our conversations between us, but we all know 2 wins isn't good enough. Where we are right now isn't good enough, and it needs to change.
Joe, why is you and Brian Dable came in and worked as a collaborative pairing? So why is he held accountable for the results after 4 years, but you are not?
Yeah, I understand the question there too, Pat. And again, I'm equally as my hands in it, just like Brian's is. And ownership made a decision to move on. And again, I'm going to do what I can control, and that's support Kafka moving forward. And again, I wish Dave's nothing but the best, and we're going to do it.
I understand the question, but I'm going to give you a bullshit answer, but I understand the question.
Everything we can to get this franchise back to where it should be.
You said that you support Cap in whatever decision you make for that deal. But are you concerned that this could be a lingering situation?
No.
Why?
I have a lot of faith in the people in the building and the resources that we have.
You mean the people in the building you keep firing? I have a lot of faith in the people in the building. I fire them, and the new guys I'm going to bring in and gals, I'm going to have a lot of faith in them too, because that's me. I'm Joe Shane. I'm like a superhero.
Abdul's a young man that's 21 years old, that's smart and understands the magnitude of his.
I love back in the day, you could be 18, 19 years old defending this country in a war overseas in the sandbox. And they were men. But a 22-year-old who can't show up on fucking time is just a child. He's learning.
His actions, and also understands what it means to be a pro. And these kids are 21 years old, and they're thrust in the spotlight in New York City. And it's not always going to be perfect. People make mistakes.
He keeps making the same mistake over and over again. So, at least he could be consistent and make different. I mean, he's being consistent. He could make different mistakes. That'd be good. I would take that.
Perfect. Part of our job is to develop them as football players.
Hit the like button, guys.
And we will continue to do that with everybody in this organization.
Do you think you miss
on the decision to fire Dave?
Again, that was a decision that ownership made, and I support them with the decision. And again, now we're supporting Kafka moving forward.
Wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. Beep, beep, beep. Wait a minute. So it was ownership's decision to fire. Did he just tell me it was ownership's decision to fire Brian Daboll? Did he literally just tell me this? Did the general manager of the New York Football Giants, who was supposed to be in charge of all football operations, just literally said it was ownership's decision to fire Brian Daboll?
Not just Abdul, but obviously including Abdul. There's players, on social media criticizing the coach. There's players not giving an effort, not getting benched. Does the program, the organization have an accountability problem?
I'm not real.
No, we don't have an accountability problem because we don't accept anyone's accountability. We don't really have a problem with that. I should just answer the questions for Joe Shane. I think I will do that next.
Familiar with who is any specifics on the criticizing the coaches or?
Yeah, I wasn't looking at a single level league, but the league's tweet about Kafka after the Lions game, or
yeah. Again, like you try to no different than firing off a text. Like you should probably take a deep breath in the heat of the moment. Again, a 22-year-old kid that
normally when you fire shit off like that, it's called because you're being honest, and then you want to backtrack because you're like, oops, I was too fucking honest here.
Going through a difficult time right now, not being able to be with his teammates and play, and
because your star quarterback threw him into an ACL injury. But we're not going to get into that because that would be wrong.
And going through a tough rehab, it's not easy. And there's a guy that's not playing and still, watching, supporting, and feeling the pain with us for not winning. So, again, another young player. It's a different world. It's social media, and we continue to educate these guys. And, we'll continue to do that.
So, assuming you're the one running the coaching search, do you anticipate Mike Kafka being a candidate for the full-time job?
Yeah, Mike's going to get a real look. He's getting a real look right now.
Okay, I'm confused here. I'm confused. I got more confusion, guys. I'm confused. I'm befuddled. So it was ownership's decision to fire Brian Daboll. And he calls him Dayball, but his name's not Dayball, it's Daboll. But it was ownership's decision, but it's his decision to hire the new coach.
Fuck you!
Hands-on, had very good communication with Mike throughout the process. He's coached for 3 games. 2 of them we had leads in the fourth quarter. The guys were ready to go, and last night we didn't show up in all 3 phases, unfortunately. But
you did. You know what? I don't think you showed up on the fucking bus. I think the wrong bus got there.
Coach, good leader, and again, he's getting an opportunity over these next 4 weeks.
No, I don't think I understand the question.
To continue to lead the team.
How would you evaluate
hit the like button, guys? I don't know if I can handle this anymore. Hold on. Where's Pat Leonard?
Passer that's just a statue.
Hold
Numbers are better. Defensively, I believe we were 30th last year at this time. That's with the addition of Abdul Carter, Paulson Adebo, Javon Howland, Chauncey Golston, Roy Robertson Harris.
Wait, do any of those 3 guys play? Adebo, Howland, Chauncey Golston. Do any of them play anymore?
And we're in that same area. Unfortunately. So
how does this fucking I gotta go to the end, guys, because how does this fucking train wreck end? Does Pat Leonard ask any more questions? Let's see.
2 wins.
Joe, you said a couple of times about how Jackson makes this an attractive job, right? Do you have to take into consideration what Jackson will find attractive in a head coach?
You're going to take that into account if he has an opinion, but again, like all due respect to Jackson, he's been here for 9 months. You want to lean on him, and if it's an offensive mind or concepts or something, but you've got people in the building that have been doing.
Oh, see, that's a chicken shit bullshit answer right there. You traded up to get Jackson Dart. If you traded up to get, hey, Don, what's up? You traded up to get Jackson Dart. You have to make sure the coach wants to coach Jackson Dart. And so you have to find a guy that Jackson Dart wants to work with as well. That's a chicken shit answer. We're going to change your name to Chicken Joe.
This for over 20 years and networks around the league and know what it looks like and have been doing it for a long time. So I respect Jackson a lot. We have great communication, talk to him about a lot of things. And as it gets closer, that's something we'll have conversations about. But
Did anyone see Jackson Dart at the press conference yesterday? Because he's doing this thing with the sweater thing going on. He's got the hair and he's flicking back his hair. I'm like, oh my God, you're Zach by Saved by the Bell.
Again, the weight of the decision.
I didn't mean to say that he's going to have a voice in it, but Are you sort of playing matchmaker?
Well, the entire team. It's not just offensively. You know, again, who can come in and lead the entire team?
Wait a minute. So the reason people wanted to come here was going to be attractive was going to be Jackson Dart, but you're not going to get Jackson Dart's input on anyone that's coming in, but you have to take a look at the whole team organization, but Jackson Dart makes this an attractive job.
Man, we decided to leave this place just one damn day too late, you know?
Who wants to be a Packer fan with me? Who wants to go? Who wants to come over to the Packers?
You know, offensively, defensively. Obviously, you do have a young quarterback, and that's going to be important. The development of Jackson, that he continues to progress the way he has, and you know, that's obviously going to weigh heavy into the decision.
Wait a minute. Hold on. It wasn't a decision on Jackson Dart and if someone could work with Jackson Dart, but it's going to weigh heavy on the decision if someone could come in and work Jackson Dart. Sucker and succotash.
Joe, what do you view as your part in 5 wins in the last 30 games? Because you said it starts with me.
Yeah.
But what specifically do you think you have failed on, and how is it translating in losses on the field? Where you say, is it drafting? Is it free agency? How do you view it? How do you run that?
I'm going to say it's all the above because, to be perfectly honest, Pat, I truly suck at my entire job. And I would just like to duly noted that I probably sucked in Buffalo, too. And when they drafted Josh Allen, they actually locked me in the bathroom, so I couldn't help make any of these mistakes. Oh, wait.
Sorry, that was me. That wasn't Joe Shane. Hold on.
Wins the last 2 years, Pat, it's not good enough. It's not good enough. Like, you can go through, I'm not going to make excuses.
How this motherfucker still has a job, I don't get it. I don't get how this motherfucker has a job. Evidently, we got a lot of Packer fans coming.
It's not good enough. I don't want to go through individually, you know, different scenarios. There's context to a lot of things, but it's 5 wins. It's not good enough, and we've got to get better.
Would you agree it's fair to talk about the details a little bit, though? Because, like, several coaches have lost their jobs now because they weren't good enough. So what is your part specifically?
Yeah, it's 5 wins, Pat, and it's not good enough. I understand your question. And
Then answer it, motherfucker. Then answer it. I understand your question. Then answer the question. Don't stand there like a deer in fucking headlights looking around and going, where's my Uncrustable? Answer the question. You got everyone else fired, Joe. You're still here. Why? What do you have pictures of? I would like to know now, what do you have pictures of? Big shout out to Pat Leonard. Zach, do I like Pat Leonard? Thank God I thought I saw Zach in the chat, because I need Zach, because I remember who I don't like and who I like.
Also a realist, I understand. It's what have you done for me lately? I've been in the league for 26 years, and it's not good enough. And we're going to look at the entire.
I love how he throws out his resume. I've been in the league for 26 years. Yeah, well, you know what? I ain't seeing 27. I've sucked for 26 years.
Football operation, everything from free agency decisions, draft decisions.
But it wasn't your decision to fire Brian Dable. That was management. That was ownership. Oh, my God. He's got pictures with someone with a goat or something. It's got to be. Because how this motherfucker is still in this building. Pat Leonard, Jordan around the top 2 beat reporters. That doesn't answer my question, Ryan. I need to know whether I like them. Where's Zach? I trust Zach because Zach could tell me, because some people could lie and tell me I don't like someone, and I'd believe them, and I'd be really mad, and I would yell at the person. Then I'm trying to know. Then Zach come on, no, you like them. I'm like, oh yeah, I like them.
Coaching, execution. What can we do better? What can we do better? Because there are pieces here. Why aren't we maximizing what we have? And that's what we're gonna,
because the pieces you brought in suck.
That's gonna be our mission this offseason, to figure that out.
But you say, why are we not maximizing what we have? I think some people would say you don't have enough.
Okay. I don't remember if I like Pat Leonard, but now I like Pat Leonard. I don't remember which one Pat Leonard is, but now I like him. now I like him because this would be me at the press conference. This would be me at the press conference because I'd be like, Joe, you sucked the last 2 years. What makes you think you can suck less?
That's what she said. So I'm asking,
And that's fine. That's
where have you erred in that as far as composing the roster, building the roster, keeping draft picks on the roster who have not contributed, who don't look like they're going to contribute into the future?
We're not looking at you, Jalen Hyatt.
And who create depth issues on the roster that seem to become glaring issues when these games are on the line.
well. I'll just say this, Pat. Like, nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect. I'll just say this, Pat. Nobody's well, Online Big Blue is perfect. New York Giants Straight Talk is perfect, but no one else is perfect. Oh dear Lord, I'll call up Believe and get Pat Leonard on, but I don't think he's on Believe, so I don't think that's going to work. Anyone knows Pat Leonard? Tell him to come on. Bring Pat on, Tim. He's very available. Okay. Here's the problem I have with that. I would bring Pat Leonard on. But if I don't know the person, like some of the guests are people that I know, and the other people come from Believe. So if he's not on Believe or I don't know them personally, I don't know how to get guests. People are always like, why don't you get guests? I'm like, because I really don't know how to do that. I don't really know how to get guests. So. Sure, I'll have Pat Leonard. And whoever knows, well, no, I'm not. I spit on my mic. If anyone knows Pat Leonard, call up Pat Leonard now. You have a Knick fan now. All right, Giants guy. I'm glad we got it. Whoever knows Pat Leonard, call him up and tell him to come on the show. We're very big on Believe. I don't know if you people know this. We have some of the most downloads on Believe Network. I don't know what they're going to do when I leave and I take my million downloads. My million downloads just from this year alone. 1 million downloads. That's always fucking insane to me. I mean, the YouTube channel always cracks me up, but I go on and check the numbers every once in a while on the Believe, and then I was looking, I saw
$1 million.
I wish I got $1 a download. All right, someone work on Pat Leonard for me. Pat Leonard email is on every one of his articles. Ray, I would like to thank you from the bottom of my heart that you think I can read. I appreciate that. That was a football player. Tim don't know how to read. My nickname in college was Mongo. What makes you think I can read?
And the chance of me batting 1,000 are gone. Maybe
A chance in you batting below the Mendoza line.
Mistakes. Okay. Everybody's going to make mistakes. And we're going to get some things right.
Is he going to cry? Oh, dear Lord. Is he going to cry? I would love it if he cries.
As long as you're learning from those mistakes and you reflect on the process in place.
It's been 4 years. What have you learned? Well, I learned that I suck at my job and I should go work with James because I think his company's hiring.
And where you went wrong and you can continue to get better.
You went wrong by taking the job.
What's most important. And I'm better today than I was 4 years ago when I get this job. And
wait. Did he really just say he's better today than he was 4 years ago? Did he really just say that? I because I'm old, so my hearing, because I hear I'm old, so I think my hearing's going.
A year from now, God willing, I'm standing here, I'm going to be better than I am today.
Oh, my God.
And that's all I can do. That's all I can do. That's all my staff can do. We continue to evaluate the process where there's some things we did where we missed in our process or we strayed from what we believe in. There's a chance that happened. Okay, lesson learned.
That's great. That's just fucking great, man. Now what the fuck are we supposed to do? We're some real pretty shit now, man.
Oh, that audio is from Joe Shane's last staff meeting.
Lesson learned. Don't make it again. But again, as you go through.
But don't worry, Joe. We all have confidence in you that you will make new mistakes.
But there have been a lot of decisions that have went right. Okay, so what can we learn from that? As long as we're learning and continuing to get better and don't make the same mistakes twice, then that's progress. And that's what we're going to continue to.
Okay, someone said that Pat Leonard's email is on his something. Someone go find me his email and put it in the chat, and I'll email him. I probably won't. If someone would email him for me, that would be easier, but I'll try to email him.
Focus on our process to get this organization back where it belongs. Again, it's the gold standard. It's still the New York Giants, in the greatest city in the world. Flagship franchise. Great
Jersey is nice.
Ownership. Young quarterback. Like, I'm excited about it.
But wait a minute. I thought the quarterback didn't matter. I am so confused.
Excited about the guys who are here. Have I screwed up? Have I made mistakes? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I'm not going to make the same mistake twice.
We're good. We're good. We're going to make new mistakes. We're going to make better mistakes. Our mistakes are going to be so big and better. You just wait and see. Like drafting Abdul Carter and Jackson Dart.
We're going to continue to get better. And we're going to look at everything. Everything. Coaching, coordinators, strength. I mean, every single thing. Every part of the organization. And we're going to do everything we can to get this thing going in the right direction.
Joe, are you prepared, Joe, if once these 4 games, once the season is over?
How crazy it is that we had Carl Banks on twice. I was just thinking that.
If John and Steve and anyone else in ownership bring you into a room to prove to them, to convince them that you're the right.
If they bring you into a room and shoot you. If they bring you into a room and pull an old yeller. Joe's got rabies. He was bit by a rabid raccoon.
To move forward as general manager here?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Where do you believe you've strayed from the process? We talked about, I guess, it sounds like you've done anything.
I can answer the question where he sprayed from the process. He came in here in the first press conference. He said he's going to build to the draft and augment through free agency. Yeah, he did the reverse.
Yeah, sure. No, nobody focuses on what went wrong more than me. I'll just say that. Like, you're continually beating yourself up because these aren't. It's not like the head coach and hey, we didn't get it against. We didn't get it last night against New England, but I'm going to go. The game plan next week's going to kick. We're going to forget everything about what happened.
Yeah, because next week is a bye week, Joe. Joe's like, we're not going to. I guarantee you this: we're not going to lose next week. That's a guarantee. This is like a Joe Namath guarantee. We're not losing next week. You can bucket. Giants would be the only team that could lose during a bye week.
Against New England, like these are decisions that live on, and there's whether it's draft or free agency or hiring a coach, you got to live with those decisions. And again, we're just going to continually evaluate the process. And I know I'm not going to get the details, but
listen, nobody must want Pat Leonard on because no one put his email in my thing.
There's some early on where we strayed from maybe what we believe in, and I've got to live with that. I've got to learn from it, educate my staff on what we can do better. And again, here is actual footage from Joe Shane's last staff meeting.
That's great. That's just fucking great, man. Now what the fuck are we supposed to do? We're some real pretty shit now, man.
The people we have in the building, the collaborative approach, and we're going to get this thing right. We're going to get this thing right. We're just going to get it going in the right direction.
I think of the possibility that a GM candidate might want to bring in. I mean, a coach candidate might want to have their own GM that they might not necessarily want to have a pre-existing general manager in place.
The calls we've got, I think we're going to be able to fill the job. Thanks, Thanks, guys.
I think we're going to be able to fill this job. Yeah. With the calls we got. Pat has zero sense of humor. I don't know if he'd be fun. Oh, please. Please. I was worried about Carl Banks. Look how many times we made Carl Banks laugh. I thought I nearly killed him when he said, yeah, you got to get back, you got to get back into shape. And I told Carl, I am in shape. I'm round. Hey, Petro, what's up? Okay, well, I'm going to put the link in the chat for a second here, and I'm going to answer some of these questions. Put the needle on the record. Plus, you know what? You have a couple. You know what? I love this because everyone always says that to me. Like, well, this person's no fun. You hang out with me, you're fun. I'm one of these people, and I've always been one of these people that when you need to get the party rolling, you call me because I show up. I show up, all shit happens. Pat shoots straight. Giants are funny enough without him. Yeah, that's true. Here we go. I'll put the link in the chat if anyone wants to come on for a moment. Is Justin's in the chat? Justin from that show. And he wants to come on and say hi. Sure, come on, Justin. Let's see here. Pat is not a serious guy. He's a blast on the podcast. See? Do you think Joe looked nervous? The Giants have no media training. They have no media training whatsoever. Well, that was quick. I put the link in the chat, and what happens? You asked for it. You wanted it. You needed it. Link in the chat within 1 second. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Pat Leonard.
What's going on, Tim?
I don't know what Pat Leonard looks like, so just fucking play with him. Be Pat Leonard. Hi, Pat Leonard.
What's going on?
I didn't listen to the press conference, and thank God I didn't. Because
dude, that was
my brain really hurts right now.
That's one of the worst press conferences I've ever seen. I mean, he was not to mention he was over a half hour late to that.
The Joe Judge opening press conference was a really bad press conference.
I'd say this one's worse.
Yeah, I agree.
But he was a half an hour late to this press conference. He was a half an hour late to do that. Everybody was thinking that John Barrett was going to step up.
Wait a minute. I got a question. So he's a half hour late, right? So Abdul Carter got benched for being a half hour late. So did they fine Joe Shane for being a half hour late? Is this hold on 1 second? Is this Ryan? Ryan, is that you? What do you call it? A submarine?
No, in my basement. I got all the lights on.
Ryan, FYI, your co-host sucks.
You don't like him?
I tried to watch one of your episodes and I thought I was going to vomit.
I knew you weren't going to like him.
Yeah, because you're talented and you want to be in journalism. OGR, sit here a minute. I have to give young Ryan some advice. You're talented and want to be in journalism. He's a fucking moron. If you remember the movie Rocky, when he's walking young Marie home and he said to young Marie, when you hang around with coconuts, those are the type of friends you have. You have friends that are coconuts. You hang around with idiots and morons. That's the kind of friends you have in life.
Which I got to ask, which show did you see?
The last
which
one.
The last one. He was fuming. I was trying to get some, words out of him and stuff, but it just,
Listen, Rocky wisdom. Rocky goes for everything. Yeah, Rocky. There's always Rocky wisdom. Yes, there's every Rocky movie has a lesson. You hang out with nice people, you have nice friends. You hang out with coconuts, you have coconuts friends. Okay, don't let people bring you down. That's Lex Luthor's job.
I got to see you interact with him.
Yeah, that ain't gonna fucking happen. Ryan is dressed like a cult member. Yeah, Ryan is dressed like a cult member. Okay, Ryan, what do you have to say? Because what do you have to say? You have 2 minutes. Go.
Joe Shane is the worst GM of all time. I don't know how he can keep sitting through the same thing. His press conference, he didn't answer any of the questions. The same thing. I think OGR actually was the one who put it in the chat. We're gonna stand by him and
see that he's already a fucking coconut. Ryan, you got bad internet. You got a bad internet, Ryan. Philosopher, you got your 2 minutes. Go. What's the lesson from Rocky Balboa? That when you still have the beast inside you, you have to let it out. That's the lesson from Rocky Balboa. But go ahead, Mr. Stoner. What do you got?
Joe Shane got his shit cooked. That shit was so fun to watch.
A little bit.
Like, I know it's gonna sound really petty, but this might be like my favorite part of the whole season is just seeing Joe Shane like just sweat and just not be able to answer any questions, but still have to take accountability after he's been a snarky asshole for 4 years. And he just gets crapped on by the whole New York media. It was like watching a car accident in slow motion. I just couldn't turn away. It was like, whoa.
It was, and like I said, this was, and I'm glad I got to do it with everyone online. This was the first time and I didn't listen to the full 27 minutes. I skipped around because I probably would have vomited. I'm going to ask either one of you guys, how does he have a job? How?
Got them pictures.
It's gotta be, because I'm literally sitting there using James Dolan as the model owner. The world, we've gone, Lex, what's that world called in Superman where everything's backwards? Bizarro world. We're in Bizarro world right now.
Yeah.
Joe Shane is an idiot, still has a job. Carl Banks likes us, and the Giants can't win.
Tim,
we are literally in the wrong fucking place.
Tim, I understand your question. I'm just gonna.
I understand. I understand. That's gonna be my new. I'm gonna do a T-shirt. I understand your question. I get your question. I understand it.
You know what though? I saw some interesting. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but there was some really golden nuggets in there. That if you listen to the whole thing, and Tim, I encourage you, watch it.
No,
because you need to see you got to see the body language. The body language was worth 1,000 words.
Okay, I did watch it, and the new War Bond came out for Helldiver 2 today, so I have to do that. I have all these TV shows I need to catch up with. Hard Knock starts tonight. They got the Knicks and the Celtics, and I have to go outside and see if the grass is still growing. You know, I got a really full schedule. I can't be watching, and I got to email Pat Leonard.
But to the golden nuggets. So look, these are my golden nuggets. Is that the dude never said that his position was solidified going in the next year, and he said this multiple times in the essence of the job that ownership needs to do or will do or should do is evaluate everybody. So I'm like, that's interesting.
But did anyone find it interesting besides myself that he literally came out and said he didn't fire Brian Daboll? Ownership.
I found that fascinating. But we've always thought that John Mara, even though it didn't look like that on Hard Knocks, maybe he didn't want to be portrayed this way. Because, I mean, if you're a billionaire or, you know, you've got to have a little bit of smarts about you, you know, how you're going to be portrayed on camera. And allowing Joe Shane to be an asshole on camera, you know, made John Mara coming out smelling like roses because they're like, hey, look at this guy. Maybe that's not the case. I mean,
hold that thought. James Stein, you got 2 minutes. Go.
Okay, man. Here's the thing. Joe Shane should have been fired when Daboll was fired.
Yes.
I mean, if you're going to clean house, do it right.
Internet problems today?
My phone fades out sometimes.
That's all right. That's all right, brother.
Okay. Anyway, that's what should have happened. But Mara is either too sick or too old to do the job he needs to do. I really think Tish needs to step in and take over the operation completely. Mara is too old, too sick to do it. Okay? That's what I believe. So, I mean, this guy, you can see in the press, this guy looks like a fool, a total fool. And we need to, like, literally move on from this guy as soon as possible.
I agree. And James, all right, James, I'm gonna drop you off because you keep cutting out again. But I appreciate you, brother. Thank you for your opinion. We're gonna get more people in here as well. Asmi says Tim as CEO. All right, I'll step in. I normally say I couldn't do this job. I couldn't be a general manager. I couldn't be a defensive coordinator. I couldn't do that job. But after watching our defensive coordinator and our general manager, I think I can do the job.
At least you'll do it better than they are. It's not fair.
I can fuck up just as much as they can.
Well, you would actually fuck up differently.
I would fuck up. I would be such a different fuck up. It wouldn't even be. It would be so different because I would fuck up from the fan perspective, and I wouldn't have taken Abdul Carter, and I would not have taken Jackson Dart. And I would not have signed Paulson Adebo, and I would have not assigned Holland, and I would not have traded for other people. But that's all right. Hold on. We got big Don. Don, where you at? There you go. You still have the ninja mask.
Audio. God, how come whenever I come up out here, the audio don't work for me? Hey,
I don't know. Big Don is in Texas.
Maybe that.
He sends me a
Okay,
picture.
can you hear me?
Yeah, but shut up. I'm talking.
Okay. Wait, no, I gotta go.
No,
wait, I can hear you. No, I can't. I'll be back.
Can you hear me now? He sends me a picture of him wearing a ninja mask, and he's like, "Well, I got to go out and work in the cold." He's like, "It's 45." I was like, I pray when it's 45. I go outside and dance naked when it's 45. And he's wearing this ninja mask. He's like, my brother's got to go out there and do what he's got to do. I understand the question though now. Sorry.
Are you going to be supporting Mike Kafka for the next 4 weeks?
Hold on. Go away. Don't talk to me. Not you. What was that? I'm sorry.
I said, are you going to be supporting Mike Kafka for the next 4 weeks?
No.
Well, no, that's what
No.
after he said, I understand the question.
Oh, that's like, fuck no. I'm not going to support that asshole. Oh, you're asking. Hold on. Let's see if Don's back. Are you back?
Yes. We're Gucci.
You're Gucci. What's up, brother?
So, Tim.
Warbot drop today.
So, do you miss Gettleman yet?
I miss Gary Reese. I miss Gentleman. Hell, I miss Andy Robustelli.
This was a big cluster beep. It's so shameful right now to even be considered a Giants fan after that dirty, nasty conference. This man doesn't want to hold accountability for nothing. He was like, I love the reporter though. So it seems that everybody has accountability. So does the head coach. What about you? I understand the question. What?
That was Pat Leonard. That's gonna be my new best friend.
He should be, because you know what? Joe Shane was looking like Daniel Jones when you asked Daniel Jones that simple question. Just broke under no pressure. Just
he cracked under pressure.
Yeah.
Philosopher. Hold on one second. Philosopher. I love that hoodie.
Oh yeah, it's my friend's hoodie, man. Instead of NFL, MLS.
Yeah. That was pretty funny. That was pretty clever. I was like, but I'm sorry. Go ahead, Don. I was distracted.
No, it's fine. Hey, Tim, you want to see my shirt? You want to see what shirt I got on today?
You got a 315 shirt on. I don't even need to look.
Yeah, buddy. I got that. Oh, wait, that's one side. We got the other hand.
You know what? The good news is you had the cuz on, because the last part should have been "we suck."
We are terrible this year. Oh my gosh, save my soul. But we're not as bad as the Giants. Holy they. That's what I had to tell you, Tim, before I get off of here. My cousin's national ranking has updated. He is now top 45 athlete in America for football.
All right, congratulations. Nice. Do you want to give your cousin's name?
No.
I didn't think I know who your cousin is. We talked about it, but I didn't want to say it. That's why I was asking.
Well, it's my cousin's cousin now, because now, like we said, hopefully he follows the footsteps of his papa and become a Cuse legend, but we'll see how that happens.
We will see. But let me let you go, brother, man. I got to talk about Joe Shane here for a few more minutes here. But don't forget, Helldiver 2 War Bond dropped today.
Oh, shucks, you're right. You playing tonight?
I'm going to try to play. Well, it's got a Gatling gun and everything, so I got to try to play tonight. I know.
Please don't accidentally shoot me, Tim, and say, "Oh, my bad, I shot you in the foot," and shoot me in half. Please don't do that. I appreciate that.
I will try not to. That's it. I'll try not to, Big Don, but I appreciate you, brother.
All right. Now take it easy.
Take care, brother.
So when I play Helldiver with him, I shoot him, and I try to usually shoot him in the back. Because that's just what friends do. You shoot each other in the back. I should answer your questions in the chat because there's a lot of questions. Any of you guys got something interesting to say? Because if not, I'm going to go through the chat.
Go through the chat because you've probably ignored them long enough.
I've ignored the chat long enough, but we have OGR Sports dropping in, giving his infinite wisdom. We also have the philosopher dropping in as well. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna drop you guys off because I want to jump into the chat because I have ignored the chat quite extensively the last 2 weeks. So I want to make sure I get to everyone's comments. So guys, I appreciate you, and don't forget, we'll Lord, I don't know. I'm broken. The Giants broke me. The Giants made me become I don't even want to talk about it.
But Tim, I will say this before I leave. His job is not 100% safe. I don't know why you would allow a guy to start a head coach search when you have to evaluate him at the end of the year.
But here's the problem with that. If you have him start the head coach search now, himself, and then you fire him, you look even stupider than before. And who's going to want to come in and take the job?
No, I agree 100%. But the reality of the situation is this. I mean, we keep asking ourselves, well, how much dumber can they get? How much dumber can they get? And then they say, hold my beer.
Hold my beer. hold my coffee, because we're going to get some real stupidity in here.
But I mean, it's just, to me, it's, and then he was asked about head coaching search because they're like, hey, what if the head coach doesn't want to work with you? Well, and then did you catch his little slight in the beginning? He's like, hey, believe me, we've got plenty of calls.
Yeah, you're going to need plenty of calls. They actually called me. That's who just called in a minute ago. They actually just called me and asked me if I'd be interested in interviewing for the head coaching job. And I said, no, I can't work with Joe Shane. I think that Jackson Dart is a rag arm quarterback.
So you're telling me you want Mendoza?
I hate the fact that sometimes I don't look at things until the end. And people have been talking about Mendoza now for most of the season. I haven't really want to look at it, and because I knew we did something stupid by trading up for Jackson Dart. And then the more the more games I watch with this kid, I want to vomit, because I'm like, if we finish out at 2 or 1, we are going to trade out of that spot, and we are gifting someone Mendoza. Dante Moore, I think is a good guy. I think Tyler Simpson is going to be a good quarterback. I think 3 of these guys are going to go in the top 5. But we are literally going to gift someone talent-wise, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, but talent-wise, you could literally be giving someone a franchise-altering quarterback, because of the fact that if you just went off arm strength alone, this kid is Jeff George plus. If you go off his accuracy and his intermediate to short to deep passes, he's completing 71%. He's surgical. If you compete a guy that, if you take away what he did at Cal and look at what he's doing in Indiana, he's basically running a pro style offense in Indiana. And he is basically matriculating the ball throughout the entire. Oh, Stoner, I was going to ask you a question. He's matriculating the ball throughout the entire field. It's not like Jackson Dart, where I kept telling people he's a Lane Kiffin quarterback half the field, and it's usually on the right side. Mendoza throws it everywhere, and he throws it with touch. He throws it with accuracy, and he throws it like a Greek god, at like a flick of the wrist. And we are going to literally gift someone a franchise-altering quarterback because we have Jackson Dart.
The thing is, like, people don't think we can end up with 2 wins, but after last night,
I think we will have 2 wins now.
Me and James both read the room wrong last night. I thought, Mike Vrabel found a way to fire up that team.
Yeah,
he saw something. And did you go and I don't know if you have or not. Go listen to Mike Vrabel's press conference. What he said about the Giants.
What did he say about just tell me, because I'm not going to watch.
So basically, one of the guys that made it on the Patriots team, he basically said it like this. I forget the kid's name, but he's like, that we took that kid from their practice squad. And I just want to say this. He wasn't good enough for their team, but he's good enough for ours. The kid that was making all the hits last night.
Yeah.
Friggin' knocked out Gunner.
Yeah.
So yeah, that guy was on our practice squad. It wasn't good enough for you.
He's not good. Nobody's good enough for the Giants. All right, my brother. Let me let you go. I got limited time today, but I want to make sure I get to the chat. I appreciate you jumping on as always. I feel bad for you guys.
Tim, you'll be back if one.
No, I won't. No, I won't. There we go. There's the evil one, also known as OGR Sports. I miss OGR Sports. Let's see. What do we got here? Let's get to some of these questions. If you hire Steven Seagal as a head coach, you can be CEO. Well, I don't want to do that. Tim, if you were a GM, you got to hire my co-host as a coach or Cop Bizzle. Ryan, I love you, brother. And I know Ryan, this is tough. Ryan, come back on. This is tough love. You need tough love, Ryan. I had to do this with Zach Attack. I had to do this with Saeed. I had to do this with other people. You need tough love because no one else is going to tell you this shit. Get rid of that fucking guy. Dump him. Dump him quickly. It doesn't work. It doesn't mesh. I guarantee you're going to lose subscribers. I can't imagine a serious head coach. You can't even think Shane is going to have a job. I mean, why would you? Oh, guys, hit the like button. We have 100-something people watching, only 64 likes. That's disgusting. We should have 100 likes. I'm typing my email to Pat Leonard. Pat Leonard, I am not sure who you are or which reporter you are because I cannot find Zach Attack. Please come on the show. That'll work. Lucky Sellers is on a terrible team. I bet if he declares he goes top 50. I think Sellers is going to go back. I think so. For some unknown reason, I think Sellers is going to go back he's going to go back to South Carolina though. But we are going to give somebody a Greek god of quarterbacks. That's literally what we're going to do. Because we think we have a quarterback in Jackson Dart. Mistakes are the plethora. J Sports Cards for GM, Timmy for head coach. No, I want both jobs. I'm taking both jobs. I thought the guy from that show was going to come on. Let's see here. Joel says if rookies are your leaders, and that says a lot about the bad the veterans players are. We have no core veteran players. We really don't. Petro says, did you see the mayor said the exact same thing about the reason for keeping Gelman was for stuff he was doing about innovating scouting that BS too. You know what the best part was? We failed to talk about this repeatedly because a lot of Giant fans got do I still have it? Hold on. Because a lot of Giant fans got excited about this, and I don't know if I have it anymore. He upgraded the scouting room, and I don't have the picture anymore. He put neon in the scouting room. So that basically means he upgraded it. Oh, my God. Joe Shanes didn't do his 1,000 sips of water in a blink a million times. Tim, he's staying for another year. I think Joe Shane's staying, and that's why I feel really bad for you Giant fans. I really do feel bad for you. Oh, you know what? Speaking of feeling bad for you, if you went to the mightyfanduel.com and took the Giants 7.5 points, you lost, but everyone go to fanduel.com, the number one sports book in America. It's got everything you need. It's fanduel.com. New customers to the NFL bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets if you win. We did a couple parlays yesterday, and we would have lost on both of those parlays. I do like the casino games. I like the new Huff and Puff game that they have. Let's see here. We have also for new customers, you get bet $5, get $150 in bonus bets. We already talked about that. What's the Giants line for next week? I know they have a bye week next week, but let's go on to Mighty FanDuel. Check the New York Giants line. New York Giants line in the bye week is they are 7.5 point underdogs. So according to Mighty FanDuel, right now the Giants are 7.5 point dogs going into the bye week. Oh my God. But go to the mightyfanduel.com. They got all the fun stuff. I actually enjoy the FanDuel TV. They're also doing the college basketball wild card reward. Pick a card, reveal your prize. So go also check that. I enjoy the FanDuel TV. I love the racing. I love the Spanish. I love the fantasy. I love the sports book. That's FanDuel.com. Don't forget to game responsibly at FanDuel.com. Yeah, let's see. Let's see someone else do a read better than that. And I don't even do reads. I love when people are like, did you do your read today? Kareem, my brother, I saw you, but I didn't get a chance to say hello. Hello, my friend. Dr. Intelligent. Nah, Dart is not a bad pick. Okay, that's what people said about the wonderful Daniel Jones. And I kept telling people since his rookie season, Daniel Jones is not a quarterback. Let's see here. Yeah, Graham Gano will not be a repeat again. It's surprising. Graham Gano wouldn't have missed that kick. But did really Young Kim Ho, whatever his name is, did he really miss the kick? If you don't kick the ball, I have to look this up on the stat sheet. If you don't kick the ball, did you really miss the kick? I was thinking that. I've been thinking that. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button. Take down the Giants stuff in the back. Oh, I'm going to. I'm actually going to redo my entire off. I've actually started the process, and I understand the question, but I actually understand. I'm actually going to redo my office. What has Ray said? There are 0 setters on the Giants. Burns, great players, leaders by example, not good enough with all the soft players. We have Thomas is good, but Sam not vocal. He's not. Yeah, he's not. Let's see. Miguel says you called it with Carter. You called it with Dart. I'm ready to hire you as the new general manager. I've got a lot of stuff right. People never want to give me credit for that, but I got a lot of stuff right all the time. I hate the process. I was around Philadelphia with the process. Riddle me this, Batman. Who is more useless the last 4 weeks? Abdul Carter, no tackles. Kayvon Thibodeau, no tackles. Burns shot my load. Brian Burns has had a good season. Brian Burns. Karen. Oh my God. You guys are the best 2-10 team in the NFL. What the hell does that mean? We are the best 2-10 team in the NFL. Let's see here. Let me go back here. Where was I? All kidding. It's like Pat was right. Yeah, Pat is right. Bring Pat on. I'm going to bring Pat on. Why not? I'm going to get his email address because evidently people think I can read. Let's see here. I'm going to go back down to the bottom of the chat. What are your thoughts on Cam Ward? I thought Cam Ward is still the best quarterback in the draft. I thought Cam Ward was going to need to lose some weight. I think he had the ability to see the field, but I think the talent around him is going to be what was really going to be his biggest issue. I saw some of the games with Cam Ward. He's not the problem in Tennessee. The problem is in Tennessee, there's no talent around Cam Ward. And when you're that type of rookie and you don't have an offensive line, you really don't have any weapons, and you're relying on a rookie quarterback, you're going to falter. And I love it because there's evidently something going on. The Cam Ward finally called the Titans coaching cowardice fans despise. Cam Ward gets brutally honest about the struggles. Yeah, I mean, Cam Ward to me is a guy that he's put in a tough situation in Tennessee. I mean, but I think he's got all the talent. He's got the actual arm strength, and like I said, he is what he is. Joe Shane has been a terrible drafter. Hyatt Banks, Neal, etc. Cut our kicker. Don't even let him on the bus. Blackbird said Abdul Carter sack really wanted a sack. Drake May ran into him. Drake May gained a half a yard. I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be one of those, and Blackbird, you were going to be one of those guys. I didn't really want to be that guy because he finally got a sack, but I didn't think it was a sack. To your point, I thought Drake May got over the line of scrimmage. I didn't think it was a sack. He upgraded the draft room too. Yes, because the lights look pretty. I understand. Pat, I understand all your questions. Come on the show so I can answer them. Douglas says, Tim, I do believe that Dart has a chance to be the next Josh Rosen. I really do. I don't think he's going to be the next Josh Rosen because I never liked Josh. I hated Josh Rosen. I said that if the Giants drafted Josh Rosen, I was gonna turn in my fan card because Josh Rosen was a fucking knucklehead. He was a knucklehead at UCLA. He had more of the mindset that he thought he was talented than he actually had talent, and he was just kind of an idiot. So now we should transfer no talent 3. Let's see here. Our kicker was stat protecting. That's a good one. Kyle Laletta whiffed on a punt, and Landetta whiffed on a punt, and Kim Young kicked the ground instead of the ball on the field goal. Perfect bookends for Giant fans. But here's the thing about Sean Landetta in that game in '85. I think it was the divisional championships. I don't remember, but it was in Chicago, and the wind was coming off the lake, and it was like 35, 40 mile an hour winds. And if you watched it, when he dropped the ball, Sean Landetta, because I remember that game clearly, the ball literally moved like because of the wind, like 7 inches to the right, which is why he missed. Abdul Carter's sack wasn't a sack to me. I didn't think it was, to be honest. And it was recorded as a sack. I didn't think it was a sack. I thought he had gained at least a half yard. I thought he was over the line of scrimmage, but I wasn't good. This is the new gentler, kinder Tim, as you could tell by the press conference. I didn't want to be that. I didn't want to be that guy. I didn't want to be that guy. Hold on, I'm getting Pat Leonard on the phone right now. I'm gonna use all my contacts. Ryan, where are you? Ryan from Ryan's Big Blue Podcast. Get me Pat Leonard. Let's see, 45. Let's see here. Oh, I got so many people emailing me stuff here. Where do we go, my lovely? Where do we go? Okay, I can't find Pat Leonard's email. Do I even follow Pat Leonard on Twitter? What is his Twitter? Just Pat Leonard? Oh, jeez. Pat Leonard. Oh, there he is. Well, there's a bunch of Pat Leonards, though. Oh, Jesus. Probably NYDN. He works for I hate the Daily News. He's got a blue thing. I don't follow Pat Leonard. I don't follow him. I'm going to follow Pat Leonard. If you follow someone, can you DM them, or do they have to follow you back? It's like watching a monkey try to learn Twitter. Where the hell is that thing where you go to the thing and you email people? Where's the DM thing? Where did they fucking move it? Okay, here we go. Okay, a search. Enter a passcode. Oh my! Why do I gotta enter a passcode if I want to DM somebody? Where's my passcode? There's 4 numbers in it, so let me take a guess. I don't think that's it. That's not it. Okay. What is this? Oh, okay, here we go. Okay. Let me see. Can I email Pat Leonard? Pat. Oh no, I guess you have to follow each other. I guess that's how that works. Oh, that's how I can DM Carl Banks. We follow each other. Okay. All right, I'm getting it now. Oh, dear Lord. Giants should trade Dart and cash in on some picks to do this DJ 2.0. I agree. Solidarity camp, man. I'm trying to learn. What's up, AP? My theory is he ran late because he just had gotten fired and told not to leak it. He ran late because Joe Shane got fired, and John Mara said, "Hey, listen, why don't you just do the press conference?" How does Joe Shane have a job? When you are monumentally incompetent, how does Joe Shane have a fucking job? How? Explain that to me. Just explain it to me. For the love of God, explain it to me. Because I don't get it. All right, I'm going to put the link in the chat because the guy from Talking Giants is coming on because he was in the chat. I told you it wasn't him, guys. So the guy from Talking Giants comes on. I'm going to ask him, but I'll put the link in the chat. So someone just explain to me. I really want a true explanation on this. And we only have 71 likes. That's not good. We have 100 and something people still watch. Oh, we got 81 likes. Evidently, Tim not only can read, Tim can do math. Can we get to 100 likes before I leave? And I got to leave in a little bit because I got to do a video, and I got to do a Knicks thing, and I got to do another thing. And the Knicks were nice enough to let me go to the shoot around Sunday, which was great, which was fantastic. I had such a good time. No, I don't remember that. I remember saying if I had 100 likes today, I'd permanently stay. But the Knicks let me go to the shoot around on Sunday, which was fantastic. I had a great time at the shoot around because you go in a couple hours early and you get to watch it all. So that was a lot of fun. And the Knicks are such a different organization than the Giants that, even when you're a guest, you feel so special going into the organization. And I used to feel that way about the Giants, but I don't feel that way about the Giants anymore. So I'm going to a couple more Knick games. And I love it because me going to New York is actually further away than for me going to the MetLife. And I got to drive then take a train, but I still do it. But someone just, and I'm being all honest about this. You don't like a meeting at Pepsi? Yeah, I was meeting at Pepsi for one ticket, but I'm being honest about this. I would like someone to come on. I would like one of my famous people that are in this chat. If you haven't been on for a while, I'd love to have you on. I put the link in. Did I put the link? Yeah, I put the link in the chat. Explain to me. Give me a rationale. Give me a thought why we're in this situation and this guy still has a job. I really want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. I can't ask Pat Leonard because I don't know how to email. People say that his email is on his columns. Oh, my God. See, this is why I don't want to have friends. And this is why I don't like people. Because now I got to figure out how to email Pat Leonard to ask him to come on because people said he should have him come on. Oh, it's right here. Well, that was difficult. Okay, look, I'm going to take Pat Leonard's email and I'm going to text it to myself. And then I will email Pat Leonard. Guys, I'm doing this without a net because Zach Attacks always tells me whether I hate people. And Zach is not here to tell me if I dislike Pat Leonard. Tim, you're asking for someone to come in and defend the guy who can't be defended. Yes, I am literally asking if someone can come in. If someone can come in, and I'm looking for a good prize. Oh, here we go. If someone can come in and defend the undefendable, I will send you my last ring. My last New York Giants Super Bowl ring 2011. I will send you the last one. Someone come on right now, defend the undefendable, and you can win the Eli Manning replica Giants 2011 Super Bowl ring. You can be a new person. You don't have to be one of the regulars that comes on. That is a nice ring. And if you don't want that one, and this will piss Trenton off, I will give you the Eagles Super Bowl ring that does this. Aga! So, Pat's doing a live stream later. Oh, shit. I didn't email to myself. I sent it to myself through the chat. Whoops. Well, that was dumb. I thought I emailed it to myself. Evidently, I put Pat Leonard's email in the chat. Not in my Okay. Because they fuck you when they go to the drive. Wait, but that's not me. Who's online Big Blue? That's not me. So, okay. So this is easy. No one can come on and defend him. You sound like Mara trying to glorify the good old days. I'm not Mara. I don't think you can defend it even as a joke. No, I was literally not joking because ownership is incompetent. That's twice Chode Sports strikes again with stupidity, not knowing what a suspension means. I love that. Strider, what's on, brother? That's true. They did not know what a suspension meant because I kept saying, well, Abdul Carter is suspended. No, he wasn't suspended. He was held out of series. There's a difference between being held out of series and a suspension. Suspension means you don't fucking play. I think Abdul Carter should be suspended. You have 2 strikes, 2 infractions for doing the same fucking stupid shit. You should not play an entire game. I don't care where I drafted you. We're at 86 likes. If we hit 100 likes, I'd be happy. I got to make a phone call too because people keep calling me. It's not Pat Leonard. Oh, wait, I could email Pat Leonard from here. I have email on my phone. Football on your phone. Your phone ain't for calling. Your phone's for footballing. Let's see here. I could email Pat Leonard. So Pat Leonard stream. When is Pat Leonard streaming later? Does anybody know? Maybe I don't know because then I don't want any other. I don't want to be friendly with anyone else. I've already told people that listen that if I have another friend, one of my current friends has to leave because I get too many text messages as it is. And I don't need any more text messages. I laugh because as of this morning, I have 269 text messages. There's something wrong with that. I have 269 fucking text messages as of this morning. And I cleaned out my damn text messages this morning. I did. I know I did. I did. I know I did. Here you go. Oh, I got someone else. Check your email buttons. Important news. Hey, Lexi. I got 269 text messages. And that's from today. And I clear out my phone every day. Maybe watch his live stream later and then decide if you want to have him on. That seems like a lot of work. Tim, someone tells me you're not going to like Pat Leonard. Well, I need Zach Attack to tell me. What do we got here? The only reason is because the eternal thoughts of Jerry Jones. Can any talk is good talk? I wish we weren't incompetent. I really do. I really do. Because I enjoyed the Giants for so many years. Stop being... Listen, Blackbird, my brother. I'm retired. Been retired now for 14 years. Lazy is what I am. And honestly, I joke around. I always tell people I'm lazy. And everyone will tell you tell like Tim is like the least lazy person I know because I'm always doing something. My wife always marvels when I sit down. She's like, something must be wrong. He's sitting. Because I'm a perpetual. I am literally in perpetual motion every day. I'm always doing something. Because right now I actually have to leave in a few minutes because I got to go do something, and then I got to go cook dinner, and then I got to do some other things. But when it comes to like doing stuff for the show, yeah, I am lazy. I'm gonna email him. For the love of God, I'm gonna email him. I'm not gonna watch the show because I would rather. YouTube notification. I would rather be surprised about Pat Leonard. Are you going to watch Hard Knocks tonight? What time is Hard Knocks on? What time? Because the Knicks are on the night. Hard Knocks. What time does it start? 2025 season. I am curious. I will probably end up watching. I may not watch it live. It's on. Oh, it's on at 9. Does anybody know when in the season Hard Knocks starts? Like what game? Because that'll dictate when I really want to start watching it. But if it's on at 9, the Knicks are playing the Celtics, so that's kind of important. That's important. And they start at 8. So yeah. No, I'm not going to be able to watch it. I'm not going to be able. I'll watch it tomorrow. Maybe I'll watch it tomorrow, and then I will give you my review and recommendation. If we were at 95 likes, I would watch it. If you hit 95 likes, I would watch it right when I would watch it at 9:00 and review it for you tomorrow. What does Ray have to say? Ray says, in the draft, trade backs once, if not twice. If there are tankers in the mid-round, those are massive picks and scrub the roster. Fire Joe Shane first. Peach says, I have a feeling Giants aren't going to be in a lot because John Mayer is going to have to sit there and say, you can't put this because, well, look bad. It's going to be 5 minutes of the Giants winning a game. Yeah, great. Slider said, I learned Chode Sports has 2 different meanings for suspension. One suspension series, 1 quarter. New York Revival. They forced the Giants twice to be on Hard Knocks. Eli. What's up, Eli? Is that you? We were getting ready to leave. I would tell Eli to come on, but Eli won't do it. I love Eli. Okay, who keeps sending? That's not me. Who is online big? That's not me. That's not me. Stop it. Whoever's pretending to be me, stop being me. That's not me. That's not even my channel name. Or did someone hack into my channel? Ooh. Or is that Mrs. Online Big Blue? That could be Mrs. Online Big Blue too doing that. No, that is me. But I'm not online. Oh, the freaking confusion. Who's texting me from me? You see, Eli Manning's going to take Ole Miss job. No, Eli Manning's not going to take the Ole Miss job. Let's see here. Oh, then who is that? I don't know. Someone must be in my account. I don't think anyone has access to my account. Well, great. Now I have to go under settings. Hold on. Now I have to what you call it? I got to change my password. I think someone hacked into my account. And if they did, could you try to get me more subscribers? That would be nice. No, don't give me more subscribers. Change features. How do you change your password? Privacy, maybe? Is it under privacy? Allow users. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. Or someone must be in my idea. Someone must be there must be like a dummy account. Is that what it's called? A dummy account? Manage or add your channels. Okay. I don't know how to change my password. Luckily, I'm so technically savvy here. And 254 people are still watching. The call is coming from inside the house. That's right. The calls are coming from inside the house. The files are on the computer. The files are in the computer. So that's not me. Eli, where were you? I told you to come on. I put the link in the chat, and I'm still trying to figure out how to sign out of my account. Okay, this is freaking me out. Whoever keeps sending me this, it's probably your Google password. I don't know what the fuck my Google password is. What's my Google password? No, because my Google password's not that. It's not that. I don't know how to do this. How do you do this? How do you do this? Hold on. Change YouTube password. Oh, see, then I got this now. Change your YouTube password. Here you go. Here we go. Look at this. Change your account, Google account password. Oh, you guys were right. You were right. Open your Google account. Okay. Top in security and sign in. Top left. That would be this way. Okay, that's left. Yes. Okay. Change password. Okay. I could do that. I could do that password. They're going to ask me what my current password is. I don't know. See, I knew it. You're going to ask me what my current password is. I don't know. Okay, I changed. Nope, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Oh, I forgot my password. But see, I have a backup. Hold on. See, I got a backup, and I got another way you could do this. Open a new window. Notice that it's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. Okay, so then I go to this account. Here we go. And then you got to go to another account. Wait a minute. I could do that on my email, my phone. See, I'm very technically savvy. I did not want to tell you how technically savvy. I don't want to show everyone how technically savvy I am here, but I'm pretty technically savvy. I have a phone that does things. Hold on. Google. Okay, there's Google. Copy your verification code. Well, that does not seem safe. Okay, so wait a minute. Change your password. Recover your account. I probably should not read the code out loud. Okay. Should not read the code out loud when you're changing your code. Don't read the code out loud. Now check your phone. There's no way anyone could be in my account because there are so many different things that you have to do, and you have to have my phone to do this. Here we go. New password. What should my new password be, guys? I need a new password. What should my new password be? Oh, I know. I can't tell you. Is that right? Did I spell that right? It's better if I didn't spell it right because then it would be harder to figure out. All right, now you're all screwed because I changed my password. That doesn't match. Just ones that like to be smart. Yes, change password. Okay. All right. Password is changed. Okay. All right. There we go. Change the password. Haha. I don't remember what the password is now. Evaluate the process. Laces out. I can't wait till it does it again. Password 1, 2, 3, 4. I love Joe Shane 1, 2. I love Joe Shane 1, 2, 3, 4. John Mara 1, 2. It's voice activated to reset your password. Yeah, it's weird, man. There's no way someone could be hacking on my code because you got to use your phone to do your thing to do your phone. How many likes do we have? We have 82 people. We have, we have 161 still watching. This garbage. Eli evidently is not coming on. Let's see. The Giant, I've sending this as proof of CEO worthlessness. Has Kim Ho been released yet? No, I still think it's Mr. Taz. Listen, Tim, Eagles fan here will give you our head coach free of charge. In fact, we'll pay a salary for the first 3 years. He calls the plays for New York. No, I've seen him call the plays for you guys. He's able to fuck up you guys. Oh, Pat Leonard. How do you sign out of devices? No, I don't want to sign out of devices. Your devices. Oh, here we go. See, this is interesting because then you go on this button here. Well, I laugh though because evidently, according to this, I'm signed out of all my devices. I'm signed out of all my devices. All right, so it was just someone fucking with me. Great. I changed the password that I'm not going to remember because somebody was fucking with me. That's really good. That's really good. Now I'm going to be locked out of my Google account because I'm not going to remember the password. I should write it down. Does anyone want to talk about anything else? Anyone got Giant stuff they want to talk about? There's 165 people still watching this crap. Anyone else want to say anything? Anyone got anything smart to say about Joe Shane or just in general about the Giants? Because I got a really good video idea for tomorrow. I haven't done a lot of videos, like daily pods, but I think I got a couple of them tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah, I got a good one for tomorrow, and I'll watch Hard Knocks tonight. In fact, if you take KP from us, we'll even throw in Tanner McGee. You know how much you guys love to keep him as our backup quarterback. I think it's hilarious that Tommy DeVito came out and said the Giants were going to lose. Because Tommy DeVito gave us all their deep, dark secrets. 5 sessions on an iPhone. iPhone 2 minutes ago. iPhone in October. Let's sign out of this iPhone. Sign out. That's my other iPhone, though. I have like 4 phones. I just laughed that it's in the house. I just laughed. That cracks me up. He's in the house. That's actually a true story. Who's Jack Burton? I don't know what that is. 2 devices. Jack Burton Love Shack display. I don't know what that is. Sign that out. Remove from that because I don't know what that is. Oh, Love Shack. That's one of my other things. Okay. This account has been signed in 110 days. That's a long time. 110 days. What do we got here? Tim. Tim keeps his passwords on a post-it on the side of the monitor. No, I don't. No, I don't. You lie. I'm going to need to find that post note again. Let's see here. Tim, sounds like you're not qualified for the GM's job. If you can't change the password in a Google account, there's no way to innovate the building. Quit while you're ahead. I think it's a good idea. All right, guys, we are at 93 likes. I wanted 95, but that's all right. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Has anyone got anything else to say? Because I'm going to check out because I have to make a phone call. I have to return a phone call. So, yeah. So I'm going to watch Hard Knocks. Oh, did you guys want to see? You know what? Here, I got you guys online. My crack staff, new media asset staff, has told me that I needed to change. They wanted me to, and these are the same people I'm using for my other show. But they told me I probably should change my, they wanted me to change my pod cover for New York Knicks Unleashed. And we changed the one for, we rechanged the show for Fuck Your Sensitivity from Get Off My Lawn, the Matt Remy's of Jennings. And it's really gone, it's gone really well because we've really picked up a lot of popularity. But there are 2 covers that they have sent me that they want to use for the Knicks podcast, New York Knicks Unleashed, since we're going to start doing that. So I'm going to show you guys 1 and 2. I'm waiting for them to upload because they sent me the email file. So I'm going to give you guys 1 and 2. And I want you guys to vote. I love you too, man. I feel the love everywhere. Okay, so I want you guys to vote. These are the 2 podcast covers they have designed for New York Knicks Unleashed. Because they really want me to start doing this, and they're going to give me money, so I have to do it. Okay, so here's podcast cover number 1. Now you get to vote. So you either vote for 1 or 2. Okay, here's number 1. This is New York Knicks Unleashed podcast cover number 1. Okay, that's number 1. That is number 1. That's the podcast cover they came up with, or that's 1 or number 2. Okay, so they have 2 podcast covers. They have this one they thought of. This was their concept. That's 2, and this is 1. So I want everyone to vote. I like number 1. So let's vote as a family because we're all family here. The 150 people that are still in there. So I should have 150 votes. All right. So do we want to go with podcast number 1 or podcast number 2? Because they like that one because they're calling it the grip behind the garden. So they thought that was a little bit more gritty, but I thought this was more polished. I like having the logo in the rain. So there's 1 There's 2. There's 1. There's 2. Okay, vote. Oh, 11 votes already. I like 1. I'm also for 1. Can you do side by side? No. No. It's fucking work. No. Why would you even suggest? Oh, motherfucker. Why would you even fucking suggest that? What is wrong with you? All right, fine. I will. Fine. Okay, here we go. Oh, that'll be 2. Okay, here we go. That's 2. All right, fine. Mr. Taz, fine. Just be that way. Be one of those people. Luckily, I have, what you call it up. Do I have to put 1 and 2 next to it? They don't really all fit.
That's what she said.
So we'll do a little like that. And we'll do a little like that. Okay, well, but see, but that goes that way. So 2 is going to be a little squished. Okay, so here. No, okay. So wait, here we'll do this. Okay, here we go. Okay. Because they fuck you when they go through the drive-thru. Let's see here. Knicks. We'll call this Knicks, and I can't make it too large.
That's what she said.
Okay. Then we have to save it as a JPEG. Oh man, I used to be really smart. I don't know what happened. Oh, I retired. I became stupid. Okay, here we go. And then I talk to myself a lot. So I think that's normal. They say people that talk to themselves shows a sign of intelligence. I don't know if that's true. I'm pretty stupid. Because if I wasn't stupid, I wouldn't be a Giant fan. Okay, here we go. All right. And I didn't write 1 or 2, so don't say you should write 1 and 2, because I'm not going to do that, because this was long. All right, here we go. Side by side. Okay, so the Knicks Unleashed with the garden and the Knicks logo with the more professional NBA basket, that's 1. Knicks Unleashed and the old school basket is 2 on the other side. So you have 1 and 2. So let's vote. Okay. I did check with them, and they keep saying the same thing. All right, there you go, Mr. Taz. All right, so right now I think everyone likes 1. I like 1 too. The 1 is Knicks Unleashed, the grip behind the garden, and that's on the left-hand side where the Madison Square Garden with the NBA basketball hoop. 2 is Knicks Unleashed on the other side. So where are we at? We're still thinking 1? We're still thinking, I don't know how to do a poll, Kevin. I don't know how to do a poll. People, what if you click on people? People who need people are the luckiest people in the world. Media assets, polls. I don't know how to do a poll. Maybe I have Pat Leonard on. He'll tell me how to do a poll. I don't know. How do you do a poll? I don't know how to do a poll, so don't ask. All right, just write 1 or 2. How fucking difficult is it? You write 1 or 2, 1 or 2. 1 is Knicks Unleashed on the left-hand side that has Madison Square Garden with the NBA hoop. 2 is the other way. So pick. I think 1's the winner. If 1 had the night backdrop on 2, it would be absolutely perfect. So you want me to take the night drop and put that, so make it darker on 2, on 1. So you want 1. So, okay, so we want to take, so one suggestion is we take its voice activated start poll. Start poll. You're fucking lying to me. I'm like, Ray, I'm listening to Ray. All right. So we got we got a 1 like clear. So we want to take the 1. So we want to make 2, but if we make 2 darker, if we take 1 and make it darker, I think that would take away from it. Don't you guys think that would take away from that? I'm actually honestly asking for your people's opinions, because they're going to make me decide. Okay, here we go. They're going to make me decide this. And I think as the marketing people, they should be deciding this, not me. But I never said I have good marketing people. So, okay. So that's what we're thinking. Okay. All right. Okay. Any other suggestions? Anyone else got any other suggestions? One is perfectly fine. One is perfectly fine as is. Sounds good. One is the best by far. Okay, I vote 3. Oh, you want to see 3? I have a 3. We actually do have a 3. We do have a 3. Hold on. Do we have 3 here? Or did I veto 3? I think I vetoed 3. I vetoed 3. Yeah, 3 got taken out. Okay. Well, the good news is I already put up 1. I already put up 1 in the podcast cover. I did that the other day. Oh shit, it's 5:00. Cutting out the carbs helps too. Oh my god. Yeah, I actually did cut out the carbs. Oh, 3 got all yellered. Oh my god. Ray, I'm crying. I'm dead. Nah. All right. So we're gonna go with 1. All right. So we went with 1. 1 is the clear winner. We only had 1 vote for 2 and like 20 votes for 11. I don't know how to do a poll, so people don't ask me. And also, don't make me say let's do a poll because I tried that and it didn't work. All right, guys. We're gonna have a giant show tomorrow. We didn't hit the 100 likes. We hit 97, which is fine. I really don't care. I'll email Pat Leonard. Can't someone just call Pat Leonard and tell him to come on the show? Who is there have been multiple insider sources saying that he's back for next year. Post who both have. Who's New York Giants hardcore? I don't even know who they are. So I don't follow them, so I'll follow them. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do I will watch Hard Knocks. I'll review the show, and I have a new video coming out tomorrow too about Jackson Dart. So make sure you stay tuned for that. But I might save no, it's already Wednesday. Fuck. All right. So yeah, I gotta drop that. I'll drop the Jackson Dart video tomorrow. I'll combine it with the Hard Knocks. I thought this was a great stream, guys. I really appreciate everyone hanging out as long as they did, and I appreciate all of our guests. You consider yourselves a Giants fan. You sound like you're a ripoff of Vic. Who the fuck you're ripping? First of all, I don't know who Vic, whatever his name is, and I've been doing this longer than Vic. So, Brad, fuck off. Go get some Hot Pockets for your mom.
Mom, more Hot Pockets.
So you know what?
Get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Oh, that's me, Tim. I'm near. Oh, that's you. Oh, okay. Well, I'm following you. Have a good one, guys. Dear Pat Leonard, I heard you are a big meanie to Joe. I love you. Please come on. Ray, I haven't seen Ray. Are you someone that we that is new to the chat? Because that's fucking gold. And that is literally what I'm going to write to Pat Leonard. That is literally what I'm going to write to Pat Leonard. Oh, I needed that. Thank you, Ray. Brad tried to fuck it up for everyone, but we got rid of Brad. Yeah. We still didn't hit 100. We still at 99. There's 61 people left in that chat, and there's 100 something left in the other chat. Because someone just hit the damn like button so I can leave. Joy the mighty FanDuel. This video is going to come up tomorrow. I can't wait to text Pat Leonard. Pat Leonard redemption on. We're at 100. Oh, thanks, AP. I appreciate it. New. All right, Ray. Well, Ray, you're Brad got old yeller too. Ray, you're one of my new favorite people, Ray. You need to come on the show, Ray. You got to, when I put the link in the chat, you click on it and you come on the show and you can talk. It's great. We've been doing it for evidently years, but I'm Vic Fangio or somebody. Oh, all right, guys. I'm out. It's 5:00. I gotta go cook dinner. I gotta make this phone call that I was supposed to call these people back at 4:30. Mr. Taz says, "Oh no, Tim, it's gonna be old yellow Pat Leonard." We gotta warn Pat. Everyone go on anyone that goes on his stream tonight, tell Pat to come on the show because Tim's too lazy to fucking email him. You ain't a real fan, Tim, until you cuss until he cusses you. It's true. Let's see. Peter says, hope you and the family have a great rest of the day, sir. I can join his stream tonight. I can tell email us, Pat, Tim at Online Big Blue. Peter, go over there and tell me email him because there's a 50-50 chance I'm not going to remember I was supposed to email them. So, but guys, I really do appreciate it for hanging out as long as you did. The podcast I will drop a new pod episode mañana with a review of the Hard Knocks as well. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Also, check out new Knicks Unleashed. We're going to start doing daily pods for Knicks Unleashed. So make sure you get that as well. Don't worry, warn Pat, I'm not going to yell at him. As always, guys, like, subscribe, follow the channel, do all that fun shit, and I'm out of here. Peace. Probably helps if I hit the end button. See you tomorrow.